There we go. Welcome, welcome, everybody. We're live, we're live. And it's Valerie Jampolsky and Greta Campagnolo. Welcome to the MumFreedomPreneuers Hangout. And today we're going to be talking about how to actually make money sharing your passion, And first of all, I want to give a shout out to Sarita and Vishon and Michelle and Nicole and all the other wonderful women that we often have on here. They are all in Orlando right now. I'll be joining you soon, ladies. See you soon. That's what's going on there. And anybody, if you happen to be watching and you're out there and you're catching this, great. Or in the replay, down below, there's a place for you to comment. We're going to be looking down there. I know we started a little bit late. Even after the fact, if you're watching this as a recording, we'll go in and we're going to, be checking comments and everything so you can still be part of the conversation. You are here. There's no difference between time and space. You are welcome. You are here with us now. Feel the connection with us. Okay. So what we're talking about, and this was an idea that came up from Greta, and we also kind of worked it together, and it's something that is just really, really powerful and passionate, and that is that, and it's something, and was actually what brought me partially into doing what I do. I had the intention. I'm a single mom with twin 4-year-old kids, and about, I don't know, a little bit about my story. I don't know, I might have talked a bit about my story, but about while I was on maternity leave with the twins. I'm actually an entertainment attorney. It's kind of wild and crazy. Maybe not know that about me, but that's who I am. That's who I was. And while I was on maternity leave, the studio that I worked for almost 10 years went bankrupt and laid all of us off, like almost everybody in my department off, all the lawyers anyways. And I was faced with making a decision, and it was interesting because everybody says, "Oh, go look for another job. You got to have another job." And I'd started in that process, but something in my heart was like, I'm a mommy. I want to be home with my kids. I don't want to be sending them off to daycare. And frankly, as an attorney, probably having someone else pick them up from daycare, or having them raised by nannies, or however most of them do it, because that's what I saw. That's what I saw the other attorneys doing, and then having to ask, I not being able to just choose when I wanted to go on vacation, choose when I wanted to take my kids and go do something fun or be there with them for something, or goodness, if I had to take them to the doctor or whatever, right? And having a choice of what is possible for me financially to build for my kids. Always, are they going to give me a raise? All that stuff, to not have complete control over what's coming into my world and what's coming into my finances. And also just really feeling, there's some folks that really love what they do. I was not one of them. I know that most attorneys, no offense, I have a best friend and she loves what she does, but she always watched and wanted to be one. It was a means to an end for me, and it is means to an end for a lot of people, their jobs. It's not their passion. It's not what fuels them. It's not what's in their heart. It's not, I've always been the personal development girl, and I love, building up people to be able to live and believe in their dreams and all that sort of thing, and communication, especially communication with kids and how we communicate with each other, all of that, those are passions of mine. And sitting there going through contracts and helping decide whether or not the next horror film should be made or not be made, and who you have to cut a deal with in order to make sure that happens, was not really part of something that fed my soul. Really didn't. And I made 6 figures, and that was nice. And it frankly became a little bit like what I call the golden handcuffs. But I could not, it wasn't feeding my soul, it wasn't feeding my passion, it wasn't doing any of that. It sure wasn't giving me the freedom that I wanted to be with my kids, and to do and live and travel, because I've always wanted to travel with my kids, and I'm able to do that. In fact, we're hopping on a plane on Wednesday, me and the kids. We're all going together. We're going to Orlando. See you all in Orlando and all that. So, and we're gorgeous resort. There's a slot. I mean, all this stuff that's going on. So, and as you guys know, any that watch me, I hop to the beach. I take the kids to Disneyland on a whim. They'll say, hey, we want to go see the stars. We'll head out to today is a good day, it's a Tuesday, because if you try to go on a weekend, to go out, to go watch, to go to the observatory, it's impossible to get a spot to park. But if you go during the week, and you head out at like 3 in the afternoon, you can get up there, and you don't have to worry about all the you know, the traffic and everything else. It's just, anyways. So having that freedom to do all of that and to be able to talk about abundance and that's all of there inside, that was what drove me. And a message that I had about communication, that's what drove me to do what I do. That's what drove me to do what I do. And I didn't even know that it was possible. I just knew when I'd started searching and I'd opened up my life to it. And as the more I opened up to my life, to what I wanted and my vision, of course, the opportunity jumped in front of me, so that I ended up on a page similar like this that you guys are watching right now. And I saw below a button similar to what you see right now. And I clicked on that button because they said, hey, click on the button because there's a system that's going to help you do it. And because I've been working a little bit on my abundance, and I allowed myself to say, what the heck? What the heck? Let me just go. Let me just go see. Let me go do. Let me just try it out. Let me just do the trial. And I know you don't say the word try, but we actually have a trial that you can go and check it out, and it's like $7, and you go follow through the videos, and you can basically connect with the same system that we're using here. So just saying that's there. You can open it up at any time. But we're going to talk today about how that works. Like how's the process of how you can do that? Because you can do it online, and there are systems. You know, you can figure it out on your own. And we're going to give you some of the pieces today of what to do with that. And then, but it really helps, just saying, it really helps to have a system. And that's just one of the things that we've hunted with, that when you have automated systems in place, so you don't have to create all of it. Because I at first attempted to create all of it. I attempted to create all of it on my own. And it was challenging, to say the least. You know, I had someone help me build a website. I didn't really know how to get people to see it, because it's one thing to have a website. It's quite, and I traded thousands of dollars of legal services to get that website up, by the way, to have my blog up in a good way. And still I had no idea how to drive traffic to it. No clue, right? So we have all of that. There's of a methodology, and we're going to talk about some of the pieces to the puzzle here. So, but I want to pass it off to Greta. Beautiful Valeria. Valeria, you're so gorgeous. I love this. I took a picture of them just before we went on air. I was like, I've got to take a picture of this. It's so cute. It's so adorable. Anyways, I'm gonna pass it over to you, Greta.
Thank you. Oh, and yes, I just sitting there. Thank you for the snuggles. You know, I'm just sitting here, actually, by the way, hello, my name's Greta Campagnolo, as Valerie just introduced me, and I live on beautiful Vancouver Island, BC, Canada, and I'm just sitting here listening to Valerie share her story and why, you know, how she came to be where she is and where we are today together, and just how, just being able to sit here with my daughter, Valeria, and who is 9 years old, and I homeschool, and just have the freedom to be able to be here and thinking about, you know, even for her, just being able to sit here and listen to Valerie share, you know, her background and her story. I mean, Valerie, or Valeria knows Valerie very well and has gotten to know her through Valerie and I being together and doing this together. And the reason why we're here doing this together is because we made a decision that we, you know, like Valerie said, she wanted to be able to be home with her kids. That's where her heart was, and to be able to share with other people and show other people what it's like to live this life of freedom, whatever freedom may be for you. It may be different for you, but whatever it is, it's just, you know, the thing that kind of gets me sometimes is realizing Valerie and I are part of another group as well. You'll see some information below on that as well. A group of female, like, super women. We call ourselves the super women, and it's the super women connection. And we're a bunch of just like passionate, lively, real loving women that have come together, and it's this place where we really harness this power of love. Like, I can't really express it in any other way. It's something that you have to experience for yourself to really understand the magnitude of what we've created there, and from women from all walks of life, from all over the world. And to be able to see everybody share their stories and come out of themselves and share their passions, and everybody's, showing other people how to do this in different ways, but similar ways, being able to, work from home and just, I mean, it's just absolutely amazing. And just sitting here again, like with my daughter, thinking, she, do you love having mommy home?
Mm-hmm.
Do you love being able to have, I mean, I don't have to go out to work. I don't think you remember. I went out, I used to go out to work too.
I don't remember.
She remembers. And, and to be able to now be able to be home and have that freedom with her, and for me to be home with you, it's just never have to miss out on anything. I don't have to miss out on anything with her. And I have 5 other children as well. And I don't have to miss out on any of it. Just this morning, actually, my littlest, he's a year old, and he woke up this morning with so much determination and vigor, and just it was so exciting. He got up on, he crawled off the bed, and he starts walking. And he falls down, and immediately he gets right back up again. Walk, 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 walk. Fall down, up. He's like up faster than he's falling down. And he's just, today, he's like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. And that's so powerful. Like we start making these decisions for ourselves when we're as little as 1 year old, and you can, and that's the power of making a decision, of finding something that you truly love, and making a decision that I'm going to do something with this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do something with this, and I'm going to go, and I'm going to run with it. Just like my little boy Forrest did this morning. And that's what Valerie and I did. You make a decision and you run. You run with it. There's no other way. And it's our reasons why that keeps us fueled and fired up and just passionate about why we're here and what we're doing.
Yeah, and it's, and for us, and I don't, and that's so, I'm sitting here getting all emotional watching you, Greta. So beautiful. And it's the, whatever, and you may have, a passion. Yours might be, it might be, maybe it's about communication, maybe it's about the environment, maybe it's about law of attraction, maybe it's about, how people think. You're always one of those people that's looking for those you're online, and you're finding all those positive, inspirational things, and you're sharing them with people, and you're looking at all of that stuff, and you may not even realize that you could actually be making an insane living, like income disclosure. I can't guarantee to you that you're going to be making thousands a day and stuff like that. That's happened, to be able to have a $3,000 day or whatever. That's I can't guarantee, because I don't know if you'll actually take action. But there's the possibilities are there, and we've been telling you. I mean, what was it, last month? Sarita made a little over $10,000 a month, and 6 months ago she'd never done any of this before. She just knew she wanted to be home with her kids. She just knew it, right? And she believes in law of attraction, and she was always sharing that stuff anyways. She shares her life. She wants to travel. She shares that. She shares her time with her kids. During the week, while everybody else is at their job, she's off at ballet practice or whatever and posting it on Facebook, right? And she's also sharing all the positive, I'm just giving her as an example, all the positive, personal development stuff that really floats her boat, floats my boat too. That's why we're together, because we love that. You can see as we believe in abundance, abundance here, abundance now, all of that, right? If that's someone that's what you do already, or you have a passion no matter what it is, right? There's a way that you can actually take the stuff that you love, like you think here's your job, and here's the stuff that you love to do when you're not doing your job, right? Well, if you love talking about what you love, you can actually, by connecting into a system, make money talking about the stuff that you love. Right?
Yeah.
That's the thing. And it's kind of crazy, but it's true. And there was just like this light bulb that went off for me. I was like, holy camole, that's possible, right? And it's like a paint by numbers system. And we have two systems for you here. We have two. Okay, one, well, it's connected. You go in and you know, like I said, click that button below, and it's just $7, and you can, you know, get your money back. I mean, seriously, it's like a no-brainer. You've got nothing to lose. You just everything to gain. You just go in there and do it. You follow the videos, all right? And in conjunction with that, we've got the Superwomen Connection, which again, there's also the button below, and you connect in with our community. It's a community within the community. Now that community has folks that are doing all kinds of different things. I'm just saying this is what we're doing, right? And we utilize a lot of what's in there. We utilize a lot of mindset support, and there's a 7-day free boot camp in there for you to get in that, you know, that Greta and I are trainers in, you know, where we help you to, like, I think Greta talks about story, I talk about how to speak to how to really focus in so that you're speaking to the people that you want, that are connected to what matters to you. And there's all of this support on really, there's daily, you know, calls every day at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, 12 noon. You can access, and you know, the recordings of them if you're in Europe or Australia or whatever, and you're not going to be up at 3 in the morning, right? You know, all of that. There's so much there, and between the two, it's sort of like you have the whole package. You've got the community, and you have the connection into this. You have the community that will help you to focus yourself into believing in yourself and having access to that supportive community. Plus, it's just so much fun, and all of the daily inspiration, and then also the actual system. So you've got both supporting you. You've got both supporting you. So it's a very, very powerful thing. And what are some of the things that we do? So, for example, when you're posting on Facebook, there's a way to connect that into a way that you can make money and help other people to do the same. There is a way to, you know, have a blog. We all have a blog, right? Where you have a place to speak your passions, and we explain how in the system how you can use that, right? We communicate. You know, you might be on YouTube talking. You might be on Pinterest sharing photos of whatever it is that you love, right? You might be, I mean, if you're already doing all of that, or even if you're not, if you just happen to stumble across this and you have something, you're like, well, I have no idea how to use Pinterest. I have no idea how to use Instagram. I have no idea what the heck is a blog. I have no idea. All of this is like gobbledygook and Greek to me. I just stumbled across this, right? We got you covered. We show you simple steps of how to do it. We show you simple ways of how to do things that, you know, so that you're putting in, you know, a few hours a day. I know that Sarita, she does it when the kids are sleeping, or something. You can even do it with your kids right there with you at your feet. I mean, you know, there's ways to do it so that you're spending most of your day doing the things that you love, but you are putting in the time. It's leveraged time. So instead of spending 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours if you're an attorney or more a day, right, doing your job, you spend a few hours a day, but your time is leveraged. You're paid for the value that you give people in what you're sharing, in your message. If you have a message to give the world, you're paid for the value of your message, not for your time. And that might be a novel concept. It was a novel concept for me, especially as an attorney, because we actually, I don't know if you guys know this, we have to track our time by the minute. If we go pee, we got to stop it. We got to write it on a piece of paper and go, we went to go pee. if you're going to be honest about it, and then you start the timer up and you don't charge people for the time that you went to go pee, right? I mean, you're literally tracking every minute of your day, honestly. People don't know that, but we have to do that. And if you're at a job, obviously, okay, you get paid, you're given breaks, you can take so many breaks, whatever, but you've got to be there at specific times. You don't have necessarily a choice, or something you may be working from home, but you still get paid for the hours that you work. Some people, they do outsourcing and all of that, right? They might be a virtual assistant and you're working from home, but you're still paid by the hour for that, or you're paid, per project or whatever it is. It's still your time. This is about leverage. This is about communicating your passion, and you can actually communicate your passion, right? Doing the things, talking about the stuff you're talking to your friends about, or talking about what you're talking about anyways, click it into a system so that it's leveraged, so that when you're doing the things you're already doing, you're making money. It's just like there's tweaks, right? And when you plugged into a system, it helps you to do that, and how to be leveraged and to take it to like a whole nother level, so that while you're sleeping, your message is going out to the world. It's not going on when you're just talking one-on-one with somebody. Your message is going out to the world 24/7. 24/7, people can have access to what you need to share and give to the world, and you're automatically making money from it. I'll give it. There's this wonderful couple. They recently got engaged. Congratulations, Avram and Nikki. And they were life coaches. They were broke life coaches. And they, it's to help people that are now, they are coaches. They're doing what they would do anyways. But, I think they crossed over the $250,000 mark, I think, in the last couple of years. Again, income disclaimer, you can click, we can't guarantee any of that to you. But I'm just saying that if you have a message to get to the world, you connect in and you can really make a difference. You can make a difference in the world. Really, really get your message out there wide, which is important, because I know you have something, and you may not even know. You have this inkling, you have this feeling inside. Well, I know that there's something, and that's where. And with the Superwoman, we can help you really track and dig into that. What is that? When you know that you have something to give and you need clarification, we can really help you dig into that as well. But you plug into a system where we teach you all the things that maybe mean new to you. And I think of like a little Forrest, oh my goodness, where he gets up out of bed and he's like, I'm going to walk, and he falls down. But he goes, I'm going to walk, and then he goes, well, I'm going to walk. I mean, I love that, because to me, I have the analogy of our kids, because that's the process. But you're making money during the process. That's the thing. It's like, that's another thing. No matter what you're doing, because some of you are watching this and you're already in the system. This is just a quick reminder to you that this is a process, and it's never about being perfect. I mean, look, did we start on time? No. We're not always perfect. You don't have to be perfect, right? And you might do something and you'll totally screw something up and go, but you fix it, right? And it doesn't matter, because was it Edison? He had the idea for the light bulb, and he had thousands and thousands of attempts till he finally figured out that you got to have no oxygen inside that thing for it to work, right? I mean, it just took a little while, and he did all these combinations, and sometimes the light bulb would explode, all these crazy things would happen. But thank goodness he didn't give up. Thank goodness he kept moving forward. And we are there with the Superwoman Group to support you through your process, because you can still make a mistake and make money. It's just next time you'll adjust it, and maybe you'll reach more people, and maybe your message will be will sink in even deeper, and maybe the next time you'll make more money, right? I mean, it's all a process, and the more you do, the better you get at conveying your message, the better you get at reaching more and more people that really want to hear your message. That's the key. Is learning how to not just go bleh and spout it out to the world, but there are people to really key into the right people to hear your message, so that you can get the biggest result, right? Because if you can key into the people that really need to hear what you have to say and want to hear what you have to say, it's going to land. I just give it's the brief example for me is like I'm a vegan. I'm an organic vegan, right? And, if you've got this great, and I'm allergic to dairy, and if you've got this great shake, but it's got dairy in it, I'm not the person you want to talk to for healthy living, because it's not going to appeal to me, right? I mean, it's like, but that's just, on the profound level, reach to people that are looking at personal development and need that extra push, whatever it is, and then it can get bigger and bigger and raise broader and broader awareness. But start at least with the people that are already on the path that want to hear your message and need more and want more, right? I'm rambling now, and because I'm just like, I'm gonna pass it off to Greta.
Oh, you're not rambling. I love listening to you, just sitting here, and I'm sure you watching right now feel exactly the same way. You can just feel Valerie's passion and so many great insights and so much value given, and that's just it. That's what this is all about. It's just sharing from your heart. Just sharing from your heart what you feel in your heart and sharing it. And when you share from your heart and you really share your feelings and your emotions and you allow yourself to just be your true authentic self, which is what we have learned to do by being a part of this and doing this together, is just you speak to other people's hearts. We're speaking to your heart. It's just this connection that just automatically happens when you hear somebody speak from their heart and speak the truth and speak their feelings and their thoughts and their emotions. That's how we connect. That's what we're all about. Our energies connect with each other, and I mean, if you're still here right now with us, I mean, it is for a reason. You're connecting with what Valerie had to share with us today and with you, and maybe you have a child as well, and you'd like to be able to sit here and sit in your home at whatever time of the day it is, any day of the week, and maybe you thought about homeschooling before, maybe you thought about these different things, but you weren't sure how you were able to do it, how you would be able to work from home or stay at home with your kids and be able to homeschool them, and it's just, I always knew no matter what, I would sacrifice whatever I had to sacrifice to be able to be at home with my kids. And for a while, honestly, it was a struggle. It was a struggle for sure. And but I knew no matter what, I was going to do it. And I think in the beginning, I thought I had to struggle. I think that's why I struggled for as long as I did, was because I thought I had to. I thought I had to, I was a single mom as well for a while myself. I have a blended family, and I found myself, on food stamps and welfare, and I did that for a long time. Until a point came where I was like, you know what? I think there's a better way, and I'm really sick and tired of doing this. I was so sick and tired of doing it, and that's when Valerie and I actually met. I made a decision that even though I was on welfare and food stamps and going to the food bank and all that stuff, I made a decision that I was going to go to an event that we had coming up. And I made it happen. I got to the event, and I met Valerie at this Superwomen luncheon that we were having at this place. And that was it for me. I mean, I met Valerie, and she, because I put myself out there, and I was there, and I was so emotional. I just had a huge meltdown, because I think I just had this huge breakthrough where I was like, I just realized that I didn't have to struggle anymore, and that I was actually in the right place. I actually had found my home, my place where I was going to be able to make it happen and turn my life around and be able to stay at home with my kids and to stop struggling. And Valerie and I made a commitment at that moment, and we're here today, and I think we'll be coming on 2 years pretty soon, and it's been an amazing journey, and to be able to be where I was to where I am today, and to be able to, I was just talking to my mom about it last night on the phone, and she had visited with my sister and had a sleepover with her new baby, and she was talking to my sister about it, and they were talking about me and what this has done for me. She phoned me last night and told me, she was just like, I see what's happening for you. I'm watching you, and it's amazing, and I'm so proud of you. And to hear those words and to hear those thoughts, and to hear that they had that conversation, it warms my heart. And I think that a lot of us, you may have that same sort of feeling with your own mom or your own siblings, or you have this. I know we don't always like that we want to have that recognition, but I think deep down we yearn for it. We still yearn for it, no matter how old we get. It's important to us. We want our family to be proud of where we are and who we are, and a lot of times we see our siblings or our friends that we went to elementary school with or high school with as being those same people if we don't stay connected, right? And then we realize through the power of the internet as well that we're watching each other. We're watching each other's lives, and there's certain people, certain few that you see that inspire you through their life, and through really being able to share how they live their lives and what they're doing, and this is what we do, and it's amazing. It's incredible to be able to show other people how they can live their own freedom lifestyle, whatever that is for you. It's
absolutely. And and for me, I remember. I'm so grateful to for that Superwoman luncheon to bring you into my life, Greta. It's just amazing, and that's the thing. The transformation that happens. It's like you'll remember this day. You remember this day that this is where everything starts for you. Everything starts for you. So this is what you do now. Okay, 2 things. You go below and you click on the Get Started button and get started with the trial and watch those 5 videos, okay? And then you also click on the link and get connected into our community, and together with the pieces we make it all happen for you, okay? And we are and message us and let us know that that you've done this as well, so that we're hyper connected to the community, but we want to know that you've done this, and we're very, very, very powerfully going to be there with you, for you, on the other side. So have a wonderful, marvelous day, and then also check on our Facebook profiles today, because at 12 noon Pacific and 3 p.m. Eastern, there'll be the Superwoman call. That's number 3 to watch. And if you're watching this after the fact, you can always get the replay of it. And today is, what is it? It's Meditation Monday, correct?
Yeah.
Meditation Monday. There'll be a wonderful, wonderful experience for you to have a wonderful, powerful experience getting to that call. So 3 things. Click the link below. Get yourself into the trial. Okay, 7 days, go for it. Click below, connect with the community, and get on our call. And we will see you next week. Oh yes, next week I'm going to be in Orlando with the kids, and Sarita's there as well. And so we're not going to be doing this next Monday. It's possible we'll just for next week. We might end up doing it on a Wednesday or Thursday morning. We'll see. We'll keep you posted. We'll be definitely coming in the following week, so just stay connected, and we'll we'll let you know what's going on, especially if you're connected with us personally, and especially if you're connected with the Superwoman group. So love you all, and see you next time.